Matchup draft. Any matchup, any units, players, coaches, etc. This is the spot where we get a little creative. Heavy preparation goes into this, Chris, as it does every week. You're up with round one.
Well, I mean, I want to start right there in that football game. I do. And honestly, I'm going to go to the other side. It's more, I want to see the Shanahan Spagnuolo, matchup. That's where I'm a little interested here. And the fact that, hey, we know Mahomes, the bright lights, we all want to see that. The 49ers defense is banged up. I mean, severely banged up. I got to think the Chiefs are going to score some points and do some things. To me, the pressure goes on to the 49ers offense. I know we don't know about Trent Williams, but, that to me is where I look at it to go, third downs, got to be better on that if you're the 49ers. That's got to be in it. We got to score some touchdowns and some points in this football game. Spagnuolo is creative. We know the Chiefs' defense is pretty damn good. I mean, hey, the Bills had 17 points with 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the game. That was a win, despite Allen made the throw to win it. That was good defense. It was a good defensive game plan. He's creative. Even in that Super Bowl win, he gave Shanahan and company some issues. So I look at the game and go, Shanahan and the offense are going to have to really play above and beyond for them to win this football game, and I'm interested in that matchup.
I'm going to throw a little curveball here. This doesn't jump out as a sexy game by any means, but the Lions, the Cowboys. The Lions have had 2 weeks to get ready. Jared Goff created some buzz early in the year to make people think maybe he's not just 2022 and done in Detroit, that maybe he could actually be the guy beyond this season. And when they traded for him, the thinking was they'll keep him for a year or two and then they'll move on to whoever their quarterback is going to be under Dan Campbell. This is the test. If Jared Goff is going to have any chance at being the quarterback beyond this year, Jared Goff against that Cowboys defense, and I'll say the whole defense. You've had 2 weeks to get ready. What can you do to solve the Dallas defense? Can you move the ball like you did the first 3 weeks, or is it going to be like it was against New England Patriots? There's a middle ground that maybe he can achieve or not, or maybe he can throw it extremely well and prove to the Lions organization he's the guy who should be the quarterback beyond this year. But I think there is so much riding on this game for Jared Goff. Again, 2 weeks to get ready, great defense. You're either the guy that they're going to keep beyond this year or you're not. Based on the Patriots game, you're not. I think this is his last chance to prove that he is.
I'm with you there. I mean, I lean towards not. I do. I mean, that's just the way I feel. I mean, I just don't think Jared Goff is a top-end starter. And, their offense has got big-time talent. But he's played better than I expected, to what you're saying. But the Patriots game was bad, and we'll see. You're right. These are the kind of games. Because the one thing you can count on is Dallas is going to give you some, they're going to challenge you. They're not afraid to play man-to-man. You're going to have some opportunities to go, well, all right, this is tight, but I can throw this in there for a 15, 20-yard gain. And that's something I've always questioned about him. I do think this is a big spotlight game for him. Not even if they don't win. If he just still plays well and they make plays in the passing game, it bodes well for his future in Detroit. I'm with you there. I'm going to go Aaron Rodgers versus the Commanders front four. The Commanders' defense. I mean, the Commanders' defense, as we saw the other night, it's pretty damn good. And they had a long week here, and their front four is real. It's better than the Jets' front four. So that's where I'm just interested to see what Green Bay brings to the table. How much simpler are we going to get on the offensive side of the ball? Are we going to throw the ball minus 10 yards every play now? Or is that how we're going to get simple? We were throwing it minus 1 yard. Now we're going to go minus 10-yard throws. I don't know what the hell they're talking about in Green Bay. So I'm just interested to see that. I am, to see their approach and see what they do to a defense that statistically or a defense that's better than what its statistics would say. And they pose some problems, especially with a struggling Packers offensive line right now.
Same idea for me. We've already had the conversation. Tom Brady versus the Panthers front four. Will he look again like a guy who doesn't want to be there?
Yeah.
Will the spirit be willing but the flesh be weak? Will he take some hits? He's not injured. He had the right shoulder and the right ring finger. Those are clear. He fully participated in practice on Wednesday, even though, remember, he's supposed to have Wednesdays off. He's been working on Wednesdays. He's going to be dialed in. There's no former team owner wedding this Friday night that will keep him away from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So he'll be dialed in. The question is, can he get it done even when he is at maximum focus. We're at maximum time. We'll take a break and do matchup draft for Week 7. Already Week 7, already round 3. Chris, what do you have?
I'm going to go to the Seahawks and the Chargers game and go Kenneth Walker versus the Chargers run defense. One, hey, Geno, the Seahawks, they've all exceeded our expectations already. Chargers, we know it's not the best run defense in football. It's certainly that. It's one of the surprising things to me the other night. I mean, with the Melvin Gordon lack of runs from Denver, I don't understand that. Everybody runs the ball in the Chargers, and the Broncos have been pretty good at running the ball. And the reason I say this is really more about this than anything. Kenneth Walker is awesome. Kenneth Walker is already one of the best NFL running backs in the game. No doubt about it. He is in the conversation for me with Saquon Barkley, Jonathan Taylor, and Nick Chubb. He's a superstar. And we've seen that in 2 games. The times there's not even holes, and he's still running for 60, 70 yards around the edge. Last week, it was some unreal runs. So I'm excited to kind of see that game in general and see what he can do against that D.
Jets fans think they have the offensive and defensive rookies of the year in Breece Hall and Sauce Gardner. The Seahawks have an argument with Ken Walker and Tariq Woolen, because my last one comes from that same game. I want to see Woolen against Mike Williams, 6'4" defensive player of the week. And if the Chargers are going to win this game, if they're going to match the Seahawks in yards and points, they got to throw the ball to Mike Williams. Good luck if Woolen has him blanketed.
He looks
that,
real.
To me, is going to go a long way toward determining the game. Fifth round pick. How's he end up in round 5? He ran a 4.26. He's 6'4". How did he end up in round 5, Chris?
Well, I think it's, it's always a little bit of the competition they played. You worry about guys like that when they're that long. Can they really, change directions in a quick enough hurry and all that type of stuff? I think that's what kind of led to that. You saw the potential, but I think there were some things that scared people, but they shouldn't be anymore. Like you said, he's pretty real. He's the real deal.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.